The purpose of this presentation is to analyze China's market, check different cultural dimensions, and decide what kind of marketing strategy might be successful in order to penetrate the market by selling boosted board products in China's Guangdong province. In this presentation, different aspects like product positioning, price, place, or promotion will be covered. Also, different risks and challenges will be mentioned, as well as recommendations and suggestions on what companies should do in order to sell its product successfully. Boosted Inc. is a young US company which races to make most fun as well as most practical electric skateboard in the market. There are three models of the board which Boosted offers: the single, the dual, and the dual plus. All boards are differentiated by the specs such as maximum speed from 29 to 35 kilometers per hour, suitable hill grade from 10 to 25%, and more. There are many electric boards like Boosted, but none more popular or loved. Even if some companies offer very similar products, customers are still willing to pay even more to get very high quality, fun, stylish, and popular Boosted board. Besides, the company offers astonishing customer service. Thus, brand is the core competitive advantage of the company. So, where to do the business outside of the US? Guangdong, China. Why Guangdong, China? From political perspective, in Guangdong there are special economic zones, Shenzhen, Shanghai, Shentao, though there are quite a variety of taxes: turnover taxes, income taxes, resource taxes, property taxes, and more. Region itself is located in suitable climate area, where weather is generally warm all year round without a clear division between the four seasons. What is more, investments in capital city is 14.26 billion US dollars. Also, there are regions nearby like Hong Kong, Macau, so there is opportunity to expand to these regions too. Guangdong region is most popular region in China with population of 107 million. Also, we should have in mind that middle class in China is growing rapidly. Also, there are important economical factors such as inflation rate of 1.8%, GDP in RMB more than 7 trillion, and GDP growth rate of 8% according to official statistics of China government, though it should be viewed with great suspicion. From legal perspective, to establish e-commerce business in China costs around 13.5 thousand US dollar. Here is Cheng. He is in our segment, and here is how the segment looks like. This innovative electric skateboard targets males who are in age group of 25-35, more precisely, young, fast-moving professionals who are not price-sensitive and willing to pay more for premium brands, which are famous for innovations and technology, very high quality, and perfect design. In addition, target consumer is stylish and fashionable, as well as seeks for products which highlight their status. They are attracted to Western, especially American products. Actually, target consumer is very similar to consumer which Apple targets. Boosted Board is quite young and small American company. Thus, standardization of the product would be the easiest solution regarding the opportunity to enter the Guangdong market. Though American and Chinese cultures are different, it would be possible to take similar practice as Häagen-Dazs. Leave the product itself similar as in other markets. Position the brand on basis of perception of individuals commuting in the cities with boosted boards, stating that the people themselves, by riding boosted board, position themselves as innovative, fast-moving, creative, and successful individuals. Pricing should be linked to the brand's strategic positioning and consumer empathy. Market price in US of the boosted board starts from $999 US dollars and goes up to $1,599 US dollars. In the States, it is relatively high-priced electric longboard. Suggestion would be to leave the same pricing, though position the brand differently, as a high-tech American longboard for unique people. In other words, position it as a luxury tech product. Key sources for customer value would be that buyers are getting brand which represents uniqueness, creativity, innovativeness, an American product, sustainable transportation solution, first-class customer, and amazing product support. In exchange, they would pay higher than the average competitor price. To enter Guangdong market, dual distribution would be used, combination of direct and indirect sales. Because of the China's booming middle-class income, e-commerce cross-border sales are soaring. To start e-commerce-based business in China, fixed operation costs annually are around 12,000 euro. The logistics side of the business would be outsourced to the company China Distribution. Indirect distribution would be processed through a network of skate shops. Marketing communication would be based on above-the-line method, such as digital marketing on platforms like Baidu, 360, and To Go. These platforms would lead to reach specific segment that was mentioned before. Marketing communication focus would be to communicate the added values such as innovativeness, premium use, and country of origin. In order to have a successful product launch in China's market, few things have to be considered. First of all, it is important to understand that China is a country which, according to Geerhofstedte's cultural dimensions, has low individualism level. Therefore, marketers should try to highlight not the uniqueness of their product, but rather try to show that having boosted board products will help customers to be trendy, become popular, and fit into upper social class. This approach correlates with the fact that China also scores high when talking about power distance. People like to express their higher social status through different expensive belongings, such as smartphones, jewelry, or clothing. Since boosted boards products are usually used in crowded urban areas, Chinese customers would at the same time satisfy their need to highlight their status among other people. Therefore, keeping prices high might not be beneficial for the company in terms of the profit margin, but also in being able to sell higher numbers of boards. Since China has high levels of collectivism, using standardization strategy would not only make selling process easier, but at the same time help to sell higher amounts of boards, taking into account the fact that all of them would be the same.
This is Boosted Board Company that manufactures powerful, lightweight electric longboards. Opportunity analysis to expand to Guangdong, China.